Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel Tech with Eddie, which is all about integrating your IoT devices with your preferred home automation ecosystem. You all know very well by now that my videos are all about using DIY platforms and their plugins to integrate my not so certified IoT devices into Apple HomeKit. The most important thing here is to get the same rich home automation experience by spending less. So please do take a look and don't feel shy to hit the like and subscribe button to follow along. So on my continuous quest to integrate my not so certified IoT devices into Apple HomeKit, in today's video, we will integrate the cameras that you have installed in your Synology Surveillance Station and expose them as sensors and plus take control of the home mode into Apple HomeKit. Now, it's been a year that I've been using the Synology NAS, and in fact, I started my installation videos using it. So as of today, services such as Pi-hole, Plex Media Sensor, Homebridge, Hoobs, MQTT, and the server itself are all now tightly integrated with my Apple HomeKit ecosystem. And it's been working without a hitch. Again, if you haven't watched these videos, please click on the top right-hand corner to get along and know more. Now, the Synology NAS do come with their own camera monitoring system known as the Surveillance Station and comes pre-installed with 2 camera licenses. Now, I do understand that this video is targeted directly to Synology NAS owners, but if you're on the fence to get one, maybe this could assist you to make a purchase decision. And if you don't have one, then this video shows you all of the possibilities that you can do with DIY home automation platforms. In this video, we will use 2 plugins. First, to expose the cameras as sensors so that you can get notifications. And the second one is to turn on and off the home mode, all by using automations as well. Now in the home mode, you can customize recording, notifications, streaming profiles, and actions to meet various environments. Plus, you can also enable location and geofencing. So for all of this integration to work with Apple HomeKit and also have the flexibility you will need, obviously one, a Synology NAS that has a surveillance station running. 2, your preferred home automation platform. For a change, we'll be doing it on Homebridge. I've broken down the video into 2 parts with the timestamps in the description. They are how to enable the home mode, 2, enabling the cameras as sensors. Now, don't forget to wait till the end to know which video is coming up next. So let's not waste time like I always say, and let's jump into this tutorial. Let's log into Homebridge. And also let's look up for the 2 plugins that we are going to install. So let's type in Synology. And let's go ahead and install the Synology Surveillance Station platform. And let's quickly tweak this plugin by just updating the TCP/IP port. In my case, I'll be using the 8881. And also name your cameras if you want to. So I'm going to say living room and give it a name called as LR cam. I'm just going to click on save. And the next one we're going to install as well is the home mode. So the first portion is going and configuring the home mode. So let's go into settings. Okay, and we've got to fill in some information over here. Let's first go and open up Surveillance Station. Now within home mode, you can turn it on and off. So when you're at home, basically, you can turn it on so some of the cameras may go off and only record based on the rules that you have applied in. And if it's off, meaning all of the cameras come back online and it's like security in place. So I'm not going into the configuration of how to do that. But if you have the home mode already set up, you can get the control into Apple HomeKit and run automation. So let's see how we do that. And also at the same time, let's go into homebridge.io and also type in your Synology. All of the links will be in the description. So it's a surveillance mode. Let's open up over here. And the only thing you want to do is fill in the details. So let's copy these last 4 lines and paste it down below. So this is already repeated. Take it out. So what you want to do over here is just add in the IP address of your Synology NAS. So in my case is, and don't forget to put the username and password and hit save. Okay. So what you want to do is go ahead and restart Homebridge. So from the logs, we will see that it's being connected, SS home mode logged in. And let's open up the Synology Surveillance Station as well as Apple Home app. You can see over here the button is on. So when it is on, meaning that you're not home mode enabled, so all of your cameras active, basically your security is fully active, and you turn it off over here, you see your home mode is on. Very easy, so you don't need to go into Synology NAS, and you can control on and off over here. So very quick. How do you add in automation? So I have an automation that says when the last person leaves home. So I can go over here, select accessories. Yep. Say done. And we're going to keep it off. So basically, as soon as you leave home, it should kick on. So in this case, if it's off, home mode is on. So it has to be on. So let's go back to the automation and update it as over here as well. So it's on, done. So now just in case if you leave the house, your Synology Surveillance Station kicks in online 100% with all the cams working. So a very simple home automation, and you can also do it as when the first person arrives home. You can again select accessories, select the switch, done, and you can kick this as off. So in this case, if you're leaving home, your cameras come on 100%, and if you're arriving home, you can choose which of your cameras turn on and off, as well as notifications and recording. So very simple, very straightforward with the home mode. So now let's do one thing. Let's get into the next step to expose the cameras as sensors into Apple HomeKit. So first things first, to expose the cameras into Apple HomeKit, you really need to add in the cameras into Synology Surveillance Station. We've already added this over the last 2 weeks. So I'm using the same camera. That's me over there doing the recording for us. Okay, and before you go into any settings, what you want to do first is to make sure you have configured the detection area. It's very important that this happens. If you don't have this configured correctly, it will just kick into whatever things it detects. So we want to make sure it's there. Okay, so we've highlighted the sofa, and you also want to make sure the sensitivity and the threshold is valued correctly. Okay, let's save. The next thing you want to do is go into action rules. You want to create an action. Okay, and we're going to call this living room. Say next. And you want to make sure in how many seconds you want the event to happen. So you want to wait for the camera to wait for 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Just for this demo purpose, we will keep it as 5 seconds. You want to select the event as camera, the device. So in this case, if you have multiple cameras, you will have all of them highlighted here. You can select all cameras, or you can select a specific one. So since we have one, we'll select this camera. And then event is motion detected. And you want to move next. Okay, now here where the magic happens. What happens if there's a detection? So what you want to do is change it to webhook. Okay, the next line here is you want to specify the Homebridge instance that you are running on, right? So in this case, I'm running the instance at 1.set. Okay. And then the next one, you want to add in the TCP IP, the port. So in this case, we go to plugins, settings, and you want to make sure you want to copy this value.
Control C. Okay, just make sure there is no space, and then you want to go /? and type the var name equals the value that you had put over here. So you want to copy that and paste it. Make sure there's no space. And then next you want to put the username and password that you access your Homebridge instance. So my username and password. Okay, next you want to make sure you want to do test send. So there is an issue. So the IP address is wrong. So just make sure it's correct. There you are. So it makes sure that it has communicated with the Homebridge instance running on my Raspberry Pi. Next, so you want to make sure where all these events are. If you want to put in some specific time, so you can do that over here. You want to say finish. Okay, so you already have that up and running. And now what you want to do is just hit save. And just for safety's sake, let's restart Homebridge. Okay, so I'm going to keep it up over here, and then I'm just going to keep my home running as well, just to make sure we get the alerts. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk across, and let's see if the cam picks up a detection and is reported here via the Synology Surveillance Station. So let's go and do that now. Give it about 10 seconds for it to kick in. So there you are. It has received a motion from camera. So it clearly shows that it's working. It takes a little bit of time. So we know now the Synology NAS is talking to Apple HomeKit and you're getting the notification. So there it is. Now let's add a quick automation. Okay. If you have a camera that's installed in front of your house and you've got some garden lighting connected to a smart switch, this works perfectly. So if there's anybody that loiters around your house for the first 10 or 15 seconds, this automatically can kick in an automation. So let's go and do a quick automation. So in this case, I've called it the living room. Okay. And you're going to say next. And it detects motion. We're going to do something. We're just going to turn on this lampshade that's right beside me over here. Turn it on. Done. Okay. And let's see now if the lampshade turns on when I'm in front of the camera. So you can see it, right? It received motion from the camera and it kicked in the lampshade over here. So in this case, we've able to expose the camera. We were able to expose the home mode, and it perfectly works fine between Homebridge and Synology. Finally, there we are. Collaboratively, we have added the cams as sensors from Synology Surveillance Station and also added automations into Apple HomeKit. Now to keep all of this going, please don't feel shy to hit the like and subscribe button, because that's the motivator, that's the real driver. The more the merrier for bringing all of this content for us. And if there's anything I can help you with, don't feel shy to leave a comment down below. We'll be glad to assist as well. Now, my next video will be able to get more control over your Apple TV and use timers to turn it off using DIY platforms. So don't forget to check that one out. So my friends, until the next time, stay safe, have a nice day, cheers, and happy automation.